Hey everybody, welcome into Sports Extra. I am Ben Ross. My goodness, what a day of football. The first ever Week 18 in NFL history. It did not disappoint. And here to help us break it all down is the Super Bowl champion, Robert Turbin, right there behind me. Let's begin things, of course, with the San Francisco 49ers. Win, and they're in the playoffs. But it wouldn't be easy on the road facing the first place LA Rams. Jimmy Garoppolo was questionable with the thumb injury. He got the start. You see it wrapped up there. How would he perform? Well, on the opening drive, down 3-0, puts it right on the money to Trent Sherfield for a gain of 13. Looking fine there, but the drive would stall. We go to the second quarter. Rams already up 10-0. And now it's Matthew Stafford hitting Tyler Higbee for a 15-yard touchdown. LA threatening to run away with it, 17-zip. Niners trying to get something going here. Garoppolo gets hit as he throws, and that's an easy interception for Taylor Rapp. The Niners trailed 17-3 at the half, but in the third quarter, it's comeback time. Just give it to Deebo Samuel doing what he does, 16-yard TD. Look at all the Niner fans in LA. That cuts the lead to 17-10. So Deebo has a rushing touchdown. How about a passing touchdown? The trick play, and Deebo puts it right on the money to Jawan Jennings. Bobbles it, but just able to hold on. All of a sudden, we've got a tie game at 17. Fourth quarter now. 49ers driving, trying to take their first lead of the day. Garoppolo's pass is tipped and intercepted by Jalen Ramsey. What a play by the all-pro cornerback. And that really stops the Niners' momentum, at least for the time being. Ensuing drive, third and goal. Stafford to Cooper Kupp. Touchdown. Rams are back in front, 24-17. Can the Niners answer? 31 seconds left. Garoppolo to Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. We're tied again, and we go to overtime. The Niners would get the ball first. They drive down for a Robbie Gould field goal. He knocks it through. It's 27-24. So now the Rams get a chance with the ball. What can Stafford do? He's going to take a deep shot here. And how about the play by Ambry Thomas to intercept it? That's your ball game. 49ers win. They're in the playoffs. 27-24 in overtime. My goodness, Robert Turbin, what a game. The Niners trailed this one 17-0. It really felt like Deebo Samuel turned the momentum. He had the rushing touchdown and the passing touchdown, and he's a wide receiver. How valuable is he to this team?
Well, he's got the versatility to do everything offensively, so he's very valuable. You can line him up in the slot, outside, at the running back position, and he can execute in all positions of the football game offensively. And when you have a guy like that, it makes your offense really dynamic. And we know the 49ers to be a dynamic offense and can do a lot of things. And Kyle Shanahan is very creative in what he's able to do. When you have a player like that you can move around and defenses can't really locate where he is, it makes you that much more dominant, that much more unpredictable. And it showed in today's game against the Rams.
I was enjoying the hashtags on Twitter, let Deebo punt. I mean, you're right. The dude can do everything. All right, I want to talk about Jimmy G. You know, it was an up and down game for him. He had the 2 interceptions, but in the end, he leads the tying drive and he gets the job done. How would you assess his performance today?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be honest. To start, I thought the 49ers are kind of setting him up for failure, right? Because he's got the injured thumb, and the thumb is really important for a quarterback when throwing the football. It can really, disrupt your grip and everything like that as you deliver the ball. And you probably saw some indications of that in today's football game. But Jimmy has been there. He's done that. He's led this team to a Super Bowl before. And really, they started him because at the end of the day, as talented as Trey Lance is, they knew that they needed somebody with the experience who's been there before to lead them in this game, to try to get a win. They obviously started off slow, man. But listen, nobody is going to want to see the 49ers in the playoffs this year. They're a resilient team, and they really showed it today. Down 17, coming back to tie the game. And then, Jimmy G turns the ball over in the red zone there in the fourth quarter the Rams go down and score, and you think perhaps the game is over, man. But the resiliency of this team, the poise and the confidence of Jimmy G being able to get the ball back, get into that 2-minute drive, lead the team down there to score another touchdown to lead in the overtime, man. This guy, Jimmy G, gives you the best chance to win a championship.
Well, Turb, I agree completely on the resilience. I mean, that was incredible. How many times did they have to overcome deficits today? And it was impressive. I want to ask about the defense, too. You know, holding the Rams under 300 yards, a lot of pressure on Matthew Stafford. Obviously, they get the interception to end the game. What did you think of the job the D did today?
Well, they got one of the best pass rushers in Nick Bosa, and that's where it starts. And that's really where it starts and finishes, man. If you can get a guy who can get pressure on the quarterback consistently, that's always going to give you the best chance to win. And then, you know, they're really a very opportunistic defense. What does that mean? That means that any point of the game, any time of the game, third down, you know, any quarter of the game, this defense is liable to make a play, and they displayed that in this football game. They ended the game on an interception against his high-powered offense, against a guy who is in the running for being MVP in Cooper Kupp. And so you got to give credit to this defense for wreaking havoc on Matthew Stafford and really disrupting their offense.
Well said, Turb. Stay with us. We're going to get back to you in a moment. The Raiders in the same position as the Niners as far as needing a win or a tie against the Chargers tonight on Sunday Night Football to make the playoffs. Now, that tie possibility has a lot of people talking on social media. A tie would result in both teams, the Raiders and Chargers, making the playoffs. Otherwise, the winner is in and the loser is out. Now, for that reason, you're seeing a lot of people saying they want both teams to just play for the tie. Take knees, punt the whole game. Probably won't see that, but it's a fun thought as we bring Robert Turbin back in. All right, Turb, we are less than an hour from kickoff in this elimination game. First of all, I got to ask you, from a player's perspective, there's no way you're playing for a tie, is there?
No, not at all, man. Everything is about winning in this league. Everything is about – we just saw Seattle beat the Cardinals, and the Cardinals were supposed to be the favorite to win the NFC West. Now the Rams, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, are the NFC West championship. They probably don't feel good about it, but it's all about winning at the end of the day.
Yep, and you are right. Because the Cardinals lost, the Rams still are the NFC West champions. Okay, as far as the Raiders tonight, yeah, it's a tough matchup. They lost to the Chargers the first time this year. What do you think the keys are for the Raiders to be victorious tonight?
Well, for the Raiders, it's going to be about containing Justin Herbert. He can do it with his arm. He can do it with his legs. They have a really high-powered offense, and they can score a lot of points very quickly on you. So this defense is going to have to really be stout. They're going to have to be disciplined in containing Justin Herbert. On the offensive side of the ball for the Raiders, man, Josh Jacobs is going to have to get off and really provide a running game for these guys. If they can do that, if they can establish that, then your play-action pass to Darren Waller, to Hunter Renfrow is going to be very valuable in this game. But you know what? Regardless of what happens in this football game, you can't be anything but proud of the Raiders. The way that they've played and overcome so much adversity throughout this entire season, both with their players, the staff, and everything that they've gone through, to even be in this position to have an opportunity to make the playoffs is absolutely amazing. I really commend them for the way that they've handled this entire season and their situation. So regardless of what happens, man, I'm proud of the Raiders this season.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that. It is impressive, all the adversity that they've overcome. And what can you say about the job that Rich Bisaccia has done stepping in as the interim coach? Do you see any chance that maybe he keeps the job after the job he's done this year?
I don't see him keeping the job as the head coach, with the head coaching position, to be honest with you, but he has done a phenomenal job. And that really comes with experience. He's been around this league a long time. He's been around a lot of star players with a lot of egos. He's been around a lot of head coaches with a lot of egos and things like that. So, he's been around a lot of teams who have dealt with adversity before. He spent a long time in Dallas, and we know how Dallas has kind of gone through the reins a little bit. And so a lot of credit goes to Rich Bisaccia and the way he's been able to contain this team and keep this team focused. And Derek Carr is a big part of that as the leader of this football team, playing the quarterback position. I don't think he comes back as the head coach, but perhaps he remains on the staff as a special teams coordinator, but it remains to be seen. I foresee the Raiders maybe going after Jim Harbaugh.
All right, Turb, real quick, 10 seconds or less. Who you got tonight, Raiders or Chargers?
I got the Chargers.
All right. Well, we'll see. We know Sarah Hodges hopes that you're wrong. She'll be celebrating a Raiders win and upset about a Chargers win. We'll see what happens. That game kicking off, as we said, in less than an hour. Turb, stay with us. We'll get back to you in a moment. We're just getting started here on Sports Extra. Up next, we've got highlights from all around the other key games in the NFL. Playoff spots on the line. Plus, we're talking basketball. Klay Thompson making his long-awaited return tonight for the Warriors. Sports Extra, back after this.